Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, but if you're back, welcome back. I have a very informative video for you today about Lucid Motors and its company. We will be talking about the weekly update as well, how the stock has been doing, but most importantly, we are starting to have analysts coming out there and giving a revised price target, which you will definitely like. But before we get into this, please, if you can, give me that thumbs up, the like button. I'll share this video with around YouTube community. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. But let's get down into this and talk about this article from Seeking Alpha. It is titled Lucid Motors Higher Valuations Ahead as it transitions from an EV startup to an EV maker. So this was just published today, and I did want to kind of talk about it and its summary in this video. So this article does talk about four very big things that I will be mentioning and talking about in this video. But the first one is that pipe sell-off that we had on September 1st. Whenever we did have that pipe lockup expiration date, we had pipe investors such as BlackRock, Fidelity, that had took some profits and sold some of their stock in Lucid Motors. They did buy this stock at $15, and it looks like right before September 1st or right at that expiration date, they did take some profits. They did sell at $20, and the stock went down all the way down about $16 as its low on that day, September 1st. The very good news and important thing about this is that we had a lot of retail investors that jumped right in, so it did not stay low at a long time. And we will be talking about some charts out there, but this is very good news for this stock and most importantly for this company, because it does show that there's a lot of investors that are watching this stock and they are seeing a steal of a deal and a very good bargain to get into this stock at those lower prices. Now, the stock has had a very big run up since that September 1st. We will be talking about it. I did make a video a few days ago that it did go all the way up 41% just in 5 or 7 trading days. Since we have gone up so far and so fast, it is very natural and very good for the stock to have a cool off period. So during this week, we have had a little bit of a cool off, especially I believe it was 2 days in the middle of the week where we did have some cool off and we did have some sell off in this stock, but this is very natural and very good and common for the stock. The reason why it's good is because you don't want this stock to be red hot and keep on skyrocketing, because the faster it goes up, it can also come down as well. But you do want that stabilization point, and I do believe that we have reached it. And I will be talking about more on this in the next few minutes when we talk about the actual stock. The second big thing that this article from Seeking Alpha does talk about is that Lucid Motors now has that valuation and that seal of approval that has been stamped by the United States Environmental Protective Agency, the EPA. They have rated this vehicle now in several of its trims, and they have given it an EPA range of 520 miles on one single electric charge, making history in the world of electric vehicles and in the automotive industry. This was previously held by the Tesla Model S, the long-range edition, and it did have 405 miles on one single charge. So Lucid had the big news that it has the technology and the performance now that it does hold the #1 rating on the longest range out of any electric vehicle out there, and it is beating the Tesla Model S long range by 115 miles, which is very good for the company and does give it very nice public relations. This is one of the biggest catalysts that we've had in this company. So now that we've talked about this, the next biggest thing that this article does talk about is its big deliveries. So remember, Lucid Motors will be making about 550 roughly vehicles of the Lucid Air Dream this year. They are all reserved for, and they have a price tag of about $170,000 before any federal tax credits. But this vehicle has already been reserved for and is already sold out. We should start seeing the deliveries of these vehicles very shortly. Some have rumored out there that it could be as soon as September 27th, when Lucid Motors will have its open house to its factory and show the vehicle being produced. Now, another very important thing that has come out is recently from Motor Trend that they do suspect that the Lucid Air Dream should be coming out in October of this year. Either way, it's just a few either days or weeks away, but we should start seeing these deliveries coming out soon. And this will be very, very big for the stock and its next catalyst, in my opinion. Now, and last, what I did want to talk about, according to this stock, we did have the Seeking Alpha has come out now, and they have now revised their 12-month price target for this company, Lucid Air, from $26 now to $29.79. And they are representing a more of an upside potential now when this was written. So as you can see, now we've had two analysts out there that have just come out that have revised their price target on the Lucid Motors and the LCID stock. The first one was the analyst from the CFRA. This is an independent large investing firm that looks at and evaluates stocks. They did increase its price target from $25 all the way up to $35. And I believe I dropped that video yesterday if you want to go back and look at that. But now we have these analysts from Seeking Alpha that are now revising their price target as well. And they are increasing it by 18% in the next 12 months because they are starting to see the big potential in Lucid Motors. I do still think that these are very conservative numbers, and I think that the stock has a lot more potential to go up even more in this, in my personal opinion. Also, we need to talk about the very big news that Lucid is in high demand. We have had over 11,000 reservations already been accounted for this vehicle. This year has already been sold out, but for next year, for the year 2022, Lucid Motors will only be producing 22,000 vehicles in that 1 year, and more than half of these vehicles are now accounted for and have already been reserved. People are putting up to $7,000 to reserve their vehicle, depending on which trim. So next I wanted to transition and talk about the valuation of the company of Lucid Motors stock, the LCID stock. According to Seeking Alpha, they did change its 12-month price prediction, and this is seen in these two red lines. So the bottom line is the previous 12-month price target at $26.13. Let me zoom in this so you just can see it a little bit better. But this was from Seeking Alpha. As you can see, we have already just hit this point just today. But we are seeing that now they are revising its 12-month price target to $29.76. And let me just show you the reason why they're doing this. The reason why they're doing this is that they are looking at its resistance. So we have had that resistance point here at about $28. We have had a resistance here that was about $31. They did increase this because they are looking at the resistance of this graph, but I do believe that the stock price of Lucid Motors will be a lot higher by the end of this year, and I will give you my price target forecast by the end of this year and in the next 12 months in the next few minutes. Now let's talk about the stock and its stock price. Today it ended the day at $25.43, and it was pretty much trading sideways. Pretty much ended the day what we started at, that $25.21. And this is very good for the stock because it is showing me that we are starting a nice consolidation and finding a nice base of this stock, which is about that $25 mark. But let me show you in the past 5 days, we are up 15.4%, and that is with this big sell-off that we had. I have mentioned in the past 2 days, we have had a sell-off in this stock because we've had a huge run-up. So just by looking at the past 5 days, from Monday, September 20th, we went up all the way up to 26% just in a matter of 2 days. In this stock. So that is huge increase in its stock. So we did have investors taking profits. But let me show you in the past 1 month, ever since that September 1st, the PIPE lockup expired and we had the PIPE investors sell off, this stock went down to $17.79 on average on that day. A lot of these sales were happening pre-market, and it actually went down to $16 and I believe 15 cents on September 1st. However, whenever the market did start up, we were at that $17.79 at its lowest point in that day. But as you can see, since that day, since September 1st, all the way up to September 21st, we went up by 50%, 50.7%, almost 51% in 21 days, in 3 weeks. That is a huge increase and potential for this stock to go even higher, because remember, we have not even had the deliveries yet. But this is just because all the analysts out there have come out and given great reviews of the Lucid Motors stock and its potential moving long term and into the future. They now are starting to see that Lucid Motors is a key player in the EV market. They are now starting to see that it does have that technology, the battery technology, also the miniaturized electric motor inverter, the bidirectional charging system. Remember, Lucid Motors can not only be charged, but it can also be used as a charging platform. It can charge other electric vehicles. And if you have a smart home, you can reverse charge your home if there is an outage. So it has incredible technology. It's all patented, and it is all made in-house in the Lucid Motor factory, which will have that open house on September 27th to open its doors and to show the public, the media, the investors out there. And I think this will be the next big catalyst for this stock. But looking back in the past 6 months, we have seen this stock as low as $17.25 on May 13th. And again, we retested going as low as that $17.79. Now, I have been saying if you can get this stock under $20, you're getting a steal of a deal, but look how many times it has been under 20. So here's $20. Let me move this up a little bit. So here's the $20 line. It has not been there often, but when it does, it jumps right back up. So we do have a lot of buyers out there in this stock if it dips down under $20. So if you can get it under $20, you're getting a steal of a deal, in my opinion. So now I wanted to tell you my price prediction. I do believe that by the end of this year, my price prediction, I have been saying about $30 to $35. I am going to still stick with that. I am thinking it's going to be closer to $35 once we start getting the deliveries out there. And if we have no issues, no problems with the vehicles that are going to be delivering, and we're having all great reviews and great news. I do think that this stock could hit that $35 by the end of this year. Now, my 12-month forecast, I do believe that these analysts are a little bit lower than I would expect. I would expect that we could hit about $40, $45 by 12 months, especially next year. It could be even higher because you will start having the huge, massive production of the Lucid Motor Dream. The reason why I am being very conservative on my stock price in the next 12 months is we still have that chip shortage out there. So it could limit production. So that is the rate limiting step of producing any vehicle out there, electric vehicle or internal combustion engine. Any vehicle out there has that microchip, that chip semiconductor shortage. So that is the only thing that is keeping my price prediction to be even higher. But we'll definitely have to monitor it, and definitely I will keep you updated as I learn more information. Now that I've given you my price target, I did want to give you the analyst's price target out there. So this is according to tip ranks. There are 3 analysts that reviewed it. 2 give it a buy, 0 hold, 1 a sell. And this does give it an average of a moderate buy out of all 3 of these analysts. Now, in the next 12 months, they do give it an average of $23.33. Now, let me show you where they got this from. Let me take a look here. So the highest price target actually came from Bank of America at $30. Citigroup did give it a price target in the next 12 months at $28. Now, Morgan Stanley did have one analyst, Mr. Jonas. He did give it $12 stock price target, which is bringing this average down. If you average these 2, you will get that $23.33. In my opinion, this Morgan Stanley reviewer is a weakest link, and I would recommend just taking this one out because I do not believe that this stock will be so low ever. In my opinion, and these are my opinions only, that I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I do not think it will be this low. But analysts have been giving the Lucid Motor stock a range in the next 12 months, ranging from $25 all the way up to $35. So according to these analysts, I would give it that price target, according to all the analysts out there that I have reviewed, about a $30 price target in the next 12 months. So if you're getting this stock right now, the Lucid Motor stock at $25.43, you still have a very nice potential and a very nice increase to get about 20-30% upside on your stock if you buy it right now. And these are just my opinions, But please do your own due diligence before purchasing this or any other stock. But if you like my video and my analysis, please give me a thumbs up, a like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe by hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, hit all. Please, if you can continue to share this with others to grow my channel, I greatly appreciate it. But share this with your family, your friends, your coworkers, that next door neighbor. I greatly appreciate it. And I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.